My name is Jonathan Thompson, and I chose to do my capstone on the Rebirth of Kentucky elk. And the start of this, Kentucky used to be home to thousands of elk, and were present till the mid-1800s until overhunting and their habitat being overran by human interaction. 1,550 wild elk were captured in states out west, wild, and they were released during December 1997 and March 2002. And since their release, there are approximately 11,000 elk in the state of Kentucky, which is a significant increase. The purpose of my project is the elk habitat good enough to sustain a growing population and expand. And as you see, the methods, 1,550 elk that are captured and dispersed throughout the managed areas, which are presented right here. All the little purple outlines, those are public land that you can hunt elk on, but you gotta have a tag. And they're all released by the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources. And I also created a population density map, which I created for the counties and research. There are 16 counties in the state of Kentucky that's called the Elk Restoration Zone that covers approximately 4.1 million acres. And in this human population, I made this map right here, which the public land use is on the far eastern side of the state, in the southern part, which would be right in this area. And as you can see, there's less human population. As you go farther out west or to the central part of Kentucky, there's no room for really wildlife of that nature to move that way. Which, since they're growing, they gotta either sustain population or expand. So the elk, there's basically like a boundary zone, and they have like a public land, like you don't need a tag to kill an elk out there outside the 16 counties. And there has so far been 0 killed outside that zone. So that means they're not really expanded. The amount of elk permits given to hunters is pretty low, but increasing a little bit in time. This is to prevent hunters from repeating the past, as overhunting was a big issue and why the elk population decreased. And so far, the elk's population in the years, this is dating back to 2003, and this is from the Kentucky Wildlife. In 2003, they just had around 3,500 elk, and each year they have rose almost 500 or 1,000 even each year, all the way up to 2016, which is, they had approximately around like 11,000 elk, which is really great for the state and really good for all the hunters in Kentucky, because that means they will give out more tags. But in conclusion, the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources has done a great job sustaining that growing population of elk. And the only fear is when the elk start to expand the east side of the state, as far as people of Pierre County compared to the north or western side of the state. There is a limit of tags given out per year, which is low, but a must to keep the population growing. In conclusion, I found that the elk habitat is sustaining a growing population and not expanding as of now. Human population is greater the farther west you travel in Kentucky. In this case, many elk will stay in their designated habitat, which in my sources are the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources elk report, and they're done by all the management wildlife employees. And thank you. Any questions?